Good evening. I am Mr. West, the Director of Fine Arts for the White Plains City School District. I supervise the music, art, and theater programs K-12. Welcome. We're so excited to start off our winter concerts. This is our first concert of the year. We have another one on Thursday night, and then there's another one in January. The date should be in your program. And I'm wondering if you noticed anything different about our stage. Yeah. So we just, over the summer, purchased and had installed some acoustical paneling. So what that is clouds, which are the roof, and shells, which is what you see around the stage here. So if you don't know, we have what we call a fly system. So the roof here is like, many feet tall. I don't know how many, hundreds probably. So when the kids play, all their sound goes right up into the ceiling. So even though it sounds great out in the audience, it could sound even better. So we've been working to try to improve the acoustics. So when we put these clouds down, the ceilings, it makes sure that the sound goes out to you as opposed to just going right up into the fly system, right? So we actually, you can see there are lights here. I don't know why I'm telling you all this, but I want to. There are lights on the ceiling, and they haven't been hooked up yet, so we're still waiting for that to happen. But we kind of managed as best we could with the lights that we have. But when those are hooked up, there's even another one that goes down as well. So at the next concert, that should all be ready, and it's going to be really cool. And the best part is, it's going to make the kids sound better to showcase what they really work on all year. It's frustrating for someone like me and for our directors who hear them all the time in the classroom. And even though they sound great at our concerts, it doesn't sound the same because all the sound is getting lost. So I've been working for many years to get this done, so we're so excited to have this, and we're kind of debuting it tonight, and it will even be better at the next concert that you attend. So I just wanted to publicly say that, and to thank our board and our business office for investing in this because it's long overdue and something that's really going to help our program. So, now that I've spoken too much, tonight we have three groups performing for you. Obviously, you have that in your program. This is our concert band, followed by our concert orchestra, and then you're going to hear our jazz band. So our concert band and concert orchestra rehearse every day. It's a class for the kids. It's part of our curriculum. The jazz band kids come once a week and rehearse at night. But all three groups have a great program prepared for you, so we're going to get started. There'll be a quick pause in between the concert band and concert orchestra. We're going to reset the stage a little bit, but we'll move it along as quickly as we can. So, thanks for being here. Enjoy the concert. Please welcome to the stage Dr. Thomason.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Thomason. It's my pleasure to be the conductor of this group. I generally don't talk before we play our first piece, but I thought I'd give you just a little bit of context with this because it's kind of fun. We've done a number of pieces by Michael Markowski over the years. We've even commissioned him to write a piece for us entitled Brooklyn Air that we did a number of years ago, probably before any of these students were in high school. But this piece called Sunny Side Up is something you might want to hear first thing in the morning. I'm just going to read you a little bit about what the composer says. But Michael Markowski may claim not to be a morning person. Many of us are not. Whoever the star of this piece is definitely a morning person. Maybe it's you. Sunny Side Up begins with a series of industrious thumps as if you leapt out of bed and started your day shadowboxing in front of a mirror to wake yourself up. Jab, cross, jab, jab, cross. While jabbing away to an ostinato of minor seconds and the clarinets and marimba while you whistle a little ascending tune. This tiny motive is heard in the first clarinets and the trumpet and the third beat of measure 2. He often describes this as, you might listen to this as your, his words, watching Rachel Ray cracking a few fresh eggs to cook some breakfast in the morning. So it's been good for us as we've worked on this, because our class meets first thing in the morning at 7:40, and I can attest that while some students are definitely morning people, many are not. But we do hope you enjoy Michael Markowski's Sunny Side Up. Thank you. to play is something a little bit different. It's called Reminiscence by Catherine Southwell, who's a Boston-based composer. This was written in honor of Frank Battisti, who was the longtime band director at in the Boston area, Boston Conservatory of Music, the New England Conservatory of Music for his 85th birthday. This piece is meant to invoke nostalgia, yearning, growth. Some moments are peaceful, while others are full of angst. She encourages both performers and listeners to weave their own personal memories and stories into the musical narrative we're about to share. So we hope you enjoy Reminiscence by Catherine Southwell. Thank you. So our next piece is entitled The Joyful Rose of Winter, meant to inject a little holiday spirit into the season. The Joyful Rose of Winter combines two very famous classic tunes, Lo Power Rose, Air Blooming by Pretorius, and Jesu Joy of Man's Desiring by Bach, in a beautiful work. Kind of a mashup between the two. You'll hear the two themes weave in and out as we adhere this piece. So we do hope you enjoy The Joyful Rose of Winter. Thank you. Well, thank you again, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out and allowing us to present the first of our winter concerts. The next concert is Thursday night, where I believe our choirs and the symphonic orchestra will be giving just a wonderful concert. This will be our last piece, and as Mr. West said, there'll be a quick scene change for the orchestra to take the stage, and then the jazz band after. So there's a lot more great music to come. So our last piece tonight is entitled Journey's End by Stephen Maypock. Stephen is a California-based composer. He writes a lot of film scores. He actually studied with Jerry Goldsmith, the famous film composer. And this piece is really, it's kind of an 8-minute, all like little tiny movie score. We're going to take you on a little journey, a little play off the title here, but just think of a fantasy movie, something, Lord of the Rings, or something along those lines as you listen to this. And we're going to take you on a little a journey, and we do hope you enjoy. Journey's End by Stephen Maypock. Thank you.
That was really funny.
Good evening. Thank you for being here tonight, joining us. What a wonderful performance by the concert band, and we're very happy to be here playing for you as well. Those three pieces were, what's the first one we did? Little Symphony, which is in the classical style. It's very much like Mozart, even though it's a newer, more recently composed piece. The second one was Ancient Flower by a Japanese composer based on a Japanese folk song. Very different style. It was a very wonderful for us to perform and work on a lot of different intricate lines that we're working together in the texture of that piece. And the last one was called Sea Venture, which is basically telling a story of a journey on a ship. Interesting, it kind of ties in with that piece that the concert band performed too. So we have a bit of a theme going this evening, it seems. The next two pieces that we're going to play, this next one, it's been very interesting to me to hear how over many different generations, this is a song that has come back over and over and over again. It's My Favorite Things, and it was originally written for the film The Sound of Music. And over the years, most recently, many of the students knew it because Ariana Grande uses the melody in a song that she performs. Also, over the years, in the late 50s, John Coltrane recorded a jazz version of this piece, and it's the second best-selling jazz single of all time. So it's just amazing how great this melody is, and that it's come back in generation after generation and found its own voice. So we're very happy to perform for you My Favorite Things, followed by Autumn by Antonio Vivaldi, which is a great piece of classical music and perfect for right now because although it's kind of cold, although there's a little bit of snow, on the calendar it's still technically autumn, so we're playing it in the right season. So My Favorite Things, followed by Autumn. Thank you.
We are the White Plains High School Jazz Band, or Jazz Ensemble. Our first piece was called Gravy, so that was really cool. Our next piece is called Vámonos pa'l Monte. It was written by Eddie Palmieri and arranged by Mr. May.
pa'l monte me gusta más.
Este mundo es tan curioso, ¿qué me importa a mí? Si yo no puedo con un rato, sigo contento y feliz.
Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte me gusta más.
Aquí en las grandes ciudades se observa conversión. Allá en el monte mío hay espacio y fascinación.
Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte me gusta más.
Dicen que poquito a poco se acerca la depresión. No te gusta mi amigo, lo tumba en el vacilón, vacilón.
Vámonos pa'l monte pa' guarachar. Vámonos pa'l monte me gusta más.
Amazing, does a great job with these guys, man. This is a wonderful, wonderful, man. He does with these young people, man. He's a wonderful, wonderful teacher, nice man, and a great talent in this high school, man. A lot of talent.